For over a decade, George Clooney has built an impeccable image as the charismatic leading man. Whether it was his iconic role in Ocean's 11 or his directorial achievements in films like The Monuments Men, Clooney seemed to have it all. However, since marrying Amal, his public image has evolved. Clooney transitioned from the eternal bachelor to a man of substance, standing by his wife's side at political events and using his platform to highlight global causes. But what if they were to part ways? Would George Clooney go back to his old, carefree bachelor days? And more importantly, how would this affect his image? Hollywood thrives on public perception, and Clooney has worked hard to cultivate a mature, family-oriented persona. A divorce might force him to reimagine himself and his public image once more. Clooney's career has seen an upward trajectory for decades, but his relationship with Amal has added an entirely new layer to his legacy. He has frequently credited her with helping him evolve, both personally and professionally. As one of the most successful directors in Hollywood, Clooney's marriage to Amal brought an extra layer of credibility to his work. But in a divorce scenario, could Clooney struggle to find the same passion for filmmaking? His greatest achievements have come during his marriage, and some have even speculated that Amal's influence has guided his career in subtle ways. A potential divorce could also affect his role in high-profile projects. Hollywood loves a comeback story, but it also loves stability. Could a public breakup make it harder for George to land major roles or direct the kinds of films that once earned him an Oscar? It's not just about losing his wife, it's about losing the support system that helped him achieve so much. Let's talk about legacy. George Clooney has built an incredible legacy, but divorce could change the narrative forever. His reputation as a charming, easygoing bachelor has been replaced by that of a loving husband and father. And while some may say, a divorce doesn't diminish his accomplishments, the reality is a high-profile split is bound to overshadow everything else in the media. The media frenzy that would follow a breakup with Amal could shift the focus away from Clooney's cinematic contributions. Instead of talking about his recent film roles or humanitarian work, tabloids would cover every detail of the divorce. The romanticized view of George Clooney could shift, and while he may still be a household name, the weight of that name may no longer carry the same level of respect it once did. For Clooney, whose brand is built on being the everyman with a conscience, a divorce could put a crack in the image of a perfect life. His public persona has been synonymous with his successful marriage, and if that were to end, it could lead to more speculation than admiration. The transition from Hollywood heartthrob to a heartbroken divorcee may not be an easy one to navigate. Fans have long adored Clooney for his charm, wit, and apparent vulnerability, which he has showcased in interviews, public appearances, and through his advocacy work. His relationship with Amal only added to the allure of his image as the guy who had it all. A breakup would be a tough pill for his fans to swallow. Some might say Clooney is more relatable than other A-listers because of his family life, but if the family dynamic were to crumble, it could change the way his supporters view him. This might also have a ripple effect on his philanthropic efforts. Clooney has made a name for himself as a champion for social justice, particularly in regions of conflict like Sudan. His work with organizations like the Not on Our Watch project has cemented his status as a humanitarian. If his personal life were to implode, some might begin questioning his true motivations behind these causes. It's not fair, but it's the reality of being a public figure. The big question is, what's next for Clooney if the unthinkable happens and he and Amal split? Could he continue on his current trajectory, or would he need to reinvent himself once again? Clooney is known for his resilience and ability to adapt, so there's a chance he could emerge from a divorce stronger and more determined. But make no mistake, his Hollywood legacy will never be the same. A divorce would push Clooney into the limelight even more than ever before, which might seem like an opportunity for new projects and fresh ventures. However, the intense media scrutiny would come at a cost, both emotionally and professionally. He could continue making movies, but with the weight of a failed marriage hanging over him, would he still command the same kind of admiration? Of course, Clooney is no stranger to adversity. He's had his fair share of ups and downs throughout his career. But this would be different. Divorce is one of the most difficult personal challenges anyone can face, and for someone like Clooney, who has built an image of having it all together, the aftermath of a breakup could have lasting effects on his legacy. Could George Clooney bounce back from this? Maybe. But the road wouldn't be easy. It would take a lot of rebuilding, redefining, and rebranding to regain the trust and admiration of his fans. While Hollywood is quick to forgive, they are also quick to move on to the next big thing. Could Clooney remain relevant in an industry that thrives on new faces and fresh stories? Thank you for tuning in today. If you want to stay updated on this developing story and more Hollywood gossip, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.